When is a book not a book? When, like Babel's Dawn, is a tour of a natural history museum. Bart de Boer, the Dutch scholar on prehistoric evolutionary phonology, describes Babel's Dawn as, quote, quite literally a tour through the imaginary museum of language evolution. Natural history museums are found in every state of the Union and most countries of the world. They are great institutions for showing what was what. Anybody can tell you that some dinosaurs were huge, and huge again, but a natural history museum can show you the size of those things so that their immensity sticks in the mind. Recalling the author's commandment, which is famously stated as show, don't tell, I took a hint from natural history museums and decided to present my story by showing the events of 6 million years, beginning with the ape, who was our last common ancestor of both humans and chimpanzees. The story follows the human lineage over the generations as our ancestors moved from apes living in trees to people wondering amongst themselves about a bird song. Babel's Dawn even includes a map of an imaginary natural history museum, and it takes readers, or should I call them visitors, on a tour, starting in the museum's entrance hall, where we encounter a statue of Samuel Johnson, author of the first great dictionary of the English language. On the wall behind Johnson is a quotation from his famous 1,000, nay, 1,000,000 children could not invent a language. While the organs are pliable, there is not understanding enough to form a language. But by the time there is understanding enough, the organs are become stiff. We know that after a certain age we cannot learn to pronounce a new language. There we have the classic case from a pious Christian that language was invented by people inspired by God. It turns out that Johnson's assumptions were wrong, but instead of telling, Babel's Dawn shows how they were wrong, beginning with a display on Nicaraguan Sign Language, a language known to have been invented recently by school children. Samuel Johnson was wrong. Children do have enough understanding to invent language, not individually, but as members of a group. Babel's Dawn takes visitors on 3 tours. The first covers 4 million years as the human lineage became cooperative and began to use words. Then comes a 1,000,000-year trek as our ancestors developed the ability to combine subjects and news into a true sentence. And finally, the last 850,000 years of the tour end with human beings able to speak in metaphors and tell myths to one another. I'm proud of the way Babel's Dawn shows what happened without becoming a novel, and I owe the idea to a lifetime of prowling through natural history museums.